we do have some sad news to share this morning. Economist and frequent CNBC guest Ed Lazear has passed away. He's recognized as the founder of the field of personnel economics, which deals with HR practices and incentives within organizations. He also, of course, headed the Council of Economic Advisors during President George W. Bush's second term. There was a statement issued after Lazear's death by the former president that reads, in part, "The renowned economist and respected Stanford professor had a brilliant mind and a joyful spirit. As chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors, Eddie was a trusted confidant who helped guide us out of the financial crisis. He was a beloved colleague at the White House by all who knew him." We could say the same for all who knew him here on Squawk Box. He was a good friend of the show. Lazear died from pancreatic cancer on Monday. He was 72, and as I mentioned, he was a good friend to all of us here on the show. It was a shock to hear this news today. Rick and Steve, I know you both knew him well as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just say, Rick.
I just heard this morning.
Go ahead, Rick.
It's very difficult. I would say one thing, Steve. We could talk about the personnel economic developments that he brought forth that help companies manage people as a resource. We could talk about all the economic issues he worked on and improved on. But there's one thing that just jumps out, and the reason I love to have him on every first Friday for employment, he was just a genuinely nice person. At a time where people aren't always nice, disagreement isn't always a process to deal with in a classy sort of way, but Ed knew how to do that. Ed could talk whether something was good or bad for the economy without bringing in all the other baggage that sometimes now comes into conversations. And for that, and his great intellect, being able to just zero in on issues on every labor report, he will be sorely missed. But he will be sorely missed more in my heart because he was just a great guy.
I want to echo those statements, Rick. First of all, Ed, the dynamics of the job market were at the forefront of economics during and after the financial crisis and understanding what was going on. I had an opportunity to spend a lot of time on the phone with Ed, thinking about his work. You could run ideas by him at all times. He was endlessly patient, endlessly brilliant, and always optimistic. Eddie cared that people understood what he thought and what others thought, and that the ideas were out there in the right way. It was that care and concern that always moved me, and his unbelievable patience in explaining his thoughts and in giving people different ideas and insights. He's going to be sorely missed, and that kind of public servant, both in academia and in public office, is the kind of thing that we could use a lot more of. Becky?
Yeah, a shining example and a kind person who was incredibly generous with his time. Rick and Steve, thank you.
Yeah.
And once again, Ed Lazear, gone at the age of 72.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.